It's in the game.
Of loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Moore will throw. Looking to scramble. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. But you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hughes. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there, and on third down, and I need that yardage, I can go to him, and he'll get the first down in the count.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Moore to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Bryant. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Line out trying to get it in. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Right on the money. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Here's the pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Moore will throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. How could that happen? He misses the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Back out there. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Got a man. It's Smith. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's Really falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. How can a stadium this size makes so much noise. You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Makes the catch, it's Rogers.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. Got a man, it's Smith. Turning it on! Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by. Go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little rope out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Man, they can barely see the 1st down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gets rid of it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback.